And we're back at Darlington Raceway with the 9th caution flag today. A brand new record for cautions here as Mark Martin is our leader. Here's what brought out the yellow flag.
See, Rodney Combs, the 43 car, going by Greg Clark. I don't know if there was contact or not.
Rodney Combs has made some contact with someone because there is damage to the front end of his Pontiac. There it is. You can see on the right front.
And there's a damage on the right side of the snapper Pontiac. And while we're under caution, we will take this break and come back with more green flag racing action. That's the guy they're chasing, Mark Martin. Back in a moment. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the debut of RPM Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN2. Definitive Racing Highlight Show. All the highlights of NASCAR, IndyCar, motorcycles, IMSA, you name it, RPM Tonight, coming up tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Back to green flag racing, less than 10 laps to go. In fact, make it 6 laps to go as we show lap 141 here at Darlington.
And that's why the cars started single file, because under NASCAR rules, within the last 10 laps, all the cars on the lead lap line up nose to tail, and the cars that are laps down do not get up and mess with it.
Here is Elton Sawyer going around the Jeff Green car number 3, and Mike Wallace, he seems to be having some problems in the turns. His car is just not working too good as Jason Keller tries to get on the inside of Jeff Green as well. Mark Martin, of course, the leader. Johnny Benson is second. Ward Burton is third. Phil Parsons fourth, and Mike Wallace in fifth.
And now we see Steve Grissom gets on the inside of Jason Keller, trying to take that spot away.
That's a 9th position Keller has right there. Grissom is 10th. McLaughlin is 11th.
Those cars back in line.
And Mark Martin pulling away slightly, and there's the battle on the racetrack for the 2nd spot.
Yeah, both Ward Burton in the Kent car number 95, he's right on, and Phil Parsons not far behind in 4th place.
Looks like it takes Benson a couple of laps to get his Lipton team car running. Now look, he's already pulled a couple car lengths away, and I think he's going to start closing on Mark Martin now.
I think the last lap that he has closed on. You're right, Benny. I think it just takes him a little bit to get the thing going. Maybe the backs have to give him a running start. Better not back up too far because this race is getting close to over.
Exactly. He might back up off a ledge if he's not careful.
There's Martin, the guy they're chasing, the Winn-Dixie Ford, trying to make it a three-peat, 3 in a row here in the Gatorade 200 at Darlington Raceway, having won it back in 93 and 94. There's Johnny Benson. He has won twice this year. His victories coming in Atlanta and Hickory.
And Mike Wallace about to lose another position. Joe Nemechek goes around and takes over 5th.
Another spot for Mike McLaughlin in the car number 34, moving inside the car number 29, taking the spot away. That is 10th position. Less than 3 laps to go.
Number 29, of course, he won at Bristol last week. And this is the same car that he ran at Bristol. He wrecked the car that he planned to run at Darlington here in practice, so had to go to the backup car, which was the car he ran at Bristol, and just doesn't seem to be working too good.
There were the first 4 cars. Mark Martin is the leader. Johnny Benson in second. Ward Burton, there's the leader. 2nd place car Benson. 3rd place Ward Burton. And Phil Parsons is in 4th.
And if you're looking for Chad Little and wondering about that point battle, he right now is being credited with 40th position by virtue of exiting early in an accident. So certainly Benson, irrespective of whether he wins or finishes second, will stretch out the point lead.
White flag. One more. And Mark, hold on. Uh-oh, slow car. That'll slow him down some.
Yes, it will. Had to go up on the outside there. Rodney Combs trying to stay out there and get a finish, but still Mark has a pretty decent lead going into turn 3.
Mark Martin, the 3-time winner here at the racetrack, twice a winner in the Gatorade 200, trying to pick up his 4th career victory. Here's a battle, Elton Sawyer, Jeff Green, and Jason Keller for position as Martin takes the win.
And here they come off the corner. They're still racing, and it's going to be Keller, Sawyer, and Jeff Green.
Saw something there I've never seen on this racetrack. 3 abreast coming into turn 4. Didn't believe they could make it, but they did.
Boy, that was 7th, 8th, and 9th spot. As Mark Martin has won the Gatorade 200, picks up his 2nd Busch Series victory here in 1995. We'll come back and talk to the winner after this. Stay with us. Our Speed World coverage of the Gatorade 200 has been brought to you by MasterCard. MasterCard, it's more than a credit card, it's smart money. By Valvoline, the #1 choice of America's top mechanics. And by the more than 1,000 AutoZone stores across America. AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. Mark Martin pulls off the three-peat, taking the win here at Darlington Raceway. Let's check in with the winner. Here's John Kernan. John?
Here's water. Nice job. Water on top, Mark.
Well, Mark Martin being handed a cool drink after another great performance here at Darlington. And Mark, what a call that you guys made early on in this race to have the confidence to come in, lose so many positions out there on the track, and make those chassis adjustments.
It's a pretty short race, and we were way off. We were going to have to work on it, so I want to get it done early so we could have a shot to get back to the front. And we made the right changes, and Winn-Dixie car really handled good, stayed good for a long time.
Well, Mark, congratulations. A three-peat here at Darlington. You guys have got this place figured out pretty well, huh?
No, I tell you, I hate this new surface. I sure wish they would have left it alone. We had the setup figured out for that. If we could just get that Winston Cup car this good, we'll be looking good. We're starting 36 tomorrow. And I think we're going to race pretty good, but we're going to be pitting on the back stretch and coming from the back.
All right, well, good luck tomorrow, Mark. Mark Martin with the three-peat, Jerry.
Mark Martin ties Harry Gant for the most Busch Series events. 4 wins at Darlington Raceway. When we come back, we'll take a look at the final results and maybe hear from some of the other top 5 finishers in just a moment. So stay with us. We welcome you back to Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. Now, just 5 events remain in the 1995 Busch Grand National Series Tour. And take a look at our point standings. Johnny Benson, by virtue of a great finish today, beginning to pull away somewhat. 159-point lead over Chad Little. Jeff Green hangs on the 3rd spot. Mike McLaughlin is 4th. And Jason Keller is in 5th position. Speaking of Johnny Benson, Bill Weber standing with him. Bill?
And I just asked him if he'd already done the math. He said no, and he's not going to do it till he gets to the banquet, but it's 159 points. So congratulations. You had a good run today. Had to fight your way back through the pack.
Yeah, we sure did. You weren't supposed to tell me how many that was. No, we're just still going to race by race. You know, points are going to fall where they're going to fall. And, you know, if Chad had some bad luck, he had some bad luck. You know, we can have the same. So just going to do what we can. Lifted Team Monte Carlo was pretty good today, and we just finished 2nd.
It will never change your philosophy down, even the last couple of races.
No, when we're sitting at depending on what table at the banquet, then we'll look at the points and say, wish we would have had this, or I guess that was enough. So I tell you, this team's doing a great job, and we're just real happy right now.
Obviously, Mark had a great car today. You were trying to rope him in the closing laps, couldn't quite get there.
No, I really didn't want to see that last yellow, but I tell you, it's pretty hard to beat Mark here. You know, or at least I call this his track. He's pretty quick around here, but you know, they ran good and we ran good, and we're happy with 2nd, and we'll go on next week.
Okay, that's Johnny Benson, the Busch Series points leader, 159 points, Johnny, ahead of Chad Little, guys.
No race driver likes to count their chickens. No one would like to be a chicken rancher, but you don't count them until they hatch, and he's certainly not going to take anything for granted, even though there's still just 5 events remaining. Last lap, guys, take a look at this scramble for 7th, 8th, and 9th.
That's Jeff Green, the 3 car, going down in turn 3. Jason Keller right behind him, and that's Elton Sawyer on the outside. They go up, and Green almost loses it, and there you are, 3 abreast.
I couldn't believe that they made it through that turn. I mean, most of the time, 2 abreast is unbelievable. But then right behind them, let's see if we see there was a side-by-side battle at the start-finish line. I guess we didn't see that between Mike McLaughlin and Steve Grissom.
Well, that battle, Jason Keller finished 7th, Elton Sawyer 8th, and Jeff Green 9th. As we take a look at our unofficial results here, Mark Martin makes it a three-peat, wins 3 Gatorade 200s in a row. Johnny Benson in 2nd, Ward Burton 3rd, Phil Parsons, his best finish of the year in Busch competition in 4th, and Joe Nemechek will finish 5th.
6 through 10, Mike Wallace, Jason Keller, Elton Sawyer. As far as I could get, and Ned, there's some more folks.
Yeah, and of course, these cars on back down these lines had some problems of one sort or another. You see Randy LaJoy down there after a great run, got in the top 5 and hit the wall with a flat tire, and others having problems along the way of one sort or another.
Tim Fido will be crowned with 25th place finish after having that trouble over in turn 2. Take a look at the remainders of the finishers. Hermie Sadler in 31st spot. Defending series champion, oh, that's got to hurt. David Green has trouble today. His 9th DNF, and there are the final finishers. Buckshot Jones finishes 41st. Talking about Jeff Green in a wild scramble, Bill Weber is down there with him.
And Jeff, a wild final lap. Can you walk us through that?
We went down into one, got the white flag, went down into one, and Mike Wallace was holding us up a little bit there, and Elton got a little bit loose, and I got up under him coming off 2 there, and I passed him down the back straightaway and just about cleared him getting into 3, and I believe he tried to, I don't know what he's trying to do. He hit me in the left rear, almost crashed me, and Jason and him got back by me, but I don't know. That guy's a Winston Cup driver now, so he can rule the roost, I reckon. But we're coming, I tell you. We was just a little bit off today, but we're going to get us one. I don't know when it's going to come, but one of these days it'll be our day. And, you know, the motor lasted. We gained a lot of points today on Chad. He had an accident there at first. Me and him got together. I really don't know what happened there, but we gained a lot of points, and we're coming.
That's Jeff Green.
Jeff Green hanging on the 3rd spot in the points. Coming up next, Speed Week, Bob Jenkins and others will be telling you all that's going on in motorsports around the country. Tomorrow, Race Day America. NASCAR today coming up at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Our live flag-to-flag coverage, 45th Annual Mountain Dew Southern 500 from right here at Darlington, South Carolina. That's a simulcast, remember, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN and ESPN2. Then IndyCar Racing, also a simulcast from Vancouver, British Columbia. IndyCar Racing there at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then debut of RPM tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the first, and now every Sunday night at 8 o'clock on ESPN2. A wild weekend of racing action coming your way here from not only Darlington Raceway, but IndyCar coming your way. Don't forget RPM2 tonight coming up with highlights all over the world.